Alright guys, we're playing Trundle top lane on today's video. We're playing Trundle this time versus a Darius, actually a very nice matchup. And for the runes we got Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, Bone Plating, and Overgrowth. Now Trundle to Darius is a super nice matchup because both champions have all in power. However, if he runs out of grab or I can proc my Lethal Tempo super quickly, I can kill him so easily. Gotta be careful about his Q level 1 though, but I think he's starting W, I suspect. So I'm not gonna fight him yet, I'm gonna get level 2 first. There you go. Take my W. So what I like to do sometimes when I play Trundle top lane is I like to take E secondary. So when I get level 2, I take that instant. So you can cheese your opponent straight away. However, it's a question how fast he was gonna get level 2. If I had E now, I would have a bad time. I'm getting ganked. Okay. I'm in. Sure. Sidestep. This is the biggest outplay you can ever do. I sidestepped the Darius Q as well. Amazing. I don't think I'm gonna win though. Okay, I win. I love when people think that Trundle is like a no-skill champion. There's clearly a lot of things you can do with Trundle though. I just dodged the Darius Q so hard. There you go, man. Good start. This is why like positioning, sidestepping, and all of these things, why they matter, man. It's one of those reasons. Anyways, first items first. So, Darius matchup is a very important matchup to build properly in. What we're going to do, since I'm like 2-0 at the moment, I'm actually going to build Berserker Greaves, and might sound a little bit troll, but believe me on it, it's not as bad as you think. So the way how this matchup works is that for Darius, for him to win, he needs to hit his Q and his grab and then continuously chase me down. That's how Darius wins this matchup. So if I rush my boots early, and it doesn't necessarily have to be steel caps or mercs, it can also be Berserker Greaves, you can outrun that grab. So when he grabs you, you can outrun it. So you can auto Q and then walk backwards. And if you go attack speed, so Berserker Greaves, you have more damage because he can auto a lot faster. So that only helps it to Lethal Tempo and actually allows you to play much more aggressive. So that's why we're going for Berserker Greaves. Now top lane is being pushed in my direction, so obviously I'm not going to try to fight him. I got Zac coming top lane, that's why I ping. And here we go. It's okay, I still got my E. I'm just gonna wait for a second. Okay, he flashed over this thing. Nice. Okay. So you could see, if you pay very close attention to the situation, I've had top lane pushing my direction. I see Zac in my jungle, so I ping for my jungler, okay? I let my jungler be aware that it's a good call. And if you also paid attention to my E, I'm not using my E instantly. I make sure I use my E when Darius is standing close to the terrain itself, so that I can actually close him. Like, he can't actually walk away anymore at that point. So instead of like throwing your E like in the middle of the lane, it's better to throw your E next to a wall. So when he's like close at the wall, you can completely block him from walking away from it. There we go. It's okay if I take some damage. I'm about to hit level 6 here, and he has no grab anymore. Okay, let's go. Just gonna make sure I auto first and then Q. Nice. So we get that level up and we instantly go in. He had no more grab because he used it. Now we push it out. This is why Berserker Greaves matter, guys. Steel caps is not always the answer. You don't always have to go steel caps. It's a pretty safe choice though, but if you run to a Darius, you don't have to go steel caps. Alright. Next thing. For the build, it's very important we're building into Blade. Now, there's a good reason for this, okay? Let's walk back. There's a good reason why this matters. If you go like tank Trundle, for example, just straight up tank mode, let's say you're going to go into Sunfire or something like that, something crazy tanky, right? Darius can very easily hit like 5 stacks on you. If that makes sense, right? If he gets 5 stacks, he can hit the max ult. But if you go Blade on Trundle into a Darius, you kill him before he can even reach the 5 stacks. And you have more snowball potential. So that's far better. Now again, top lane's being pushed into me, and if you pay attention to the map, Zac is actually top with the jungle together. I'm gonna move first. Top lane's being pushed, so I can move first here. It's a risky play. Wait a second. I'm losing the wave at the moment. This is very bad for me. I've got no W. Okay, now we can. Okay. I'm gonna walk away because of the 5 stacks. Sidestep the Q from Darius. Very important. And we got him. Do you see that, guys? Every time that Darius is popping Q, I make sure I walk either forward or backwards. I always try and dodge it because his Q can heal. Let's push it. This is great. Look at this. Now, instead of just going back right now, I'm going to try to stay because I got 700 gold and unfortunately I can only buy lifesteal from it. So it's actually a very bad reset. I'm just going to stay around for once. I don't typically recommend staying around because if you overextend, you actually can't reset anymore. But in this case, there's nothing I can buy. And I'm stronger than Darius at the moment. I don't think it would affect my lane too much. Let's go for the pickaxe now. And let's walk back. Alright. Seems like this Darius is kind of smart though. He's losing the laning phase at the moment and he's actually building into his steel cap / attack speed. So I'm assuming he's going to go into Trinity or Strikebreaker. But either way, he's got steel caps, which is a big counter to me since I'm like mostly like auto attack based, right? Smart one. But since I'm going Blade and I'm very close to Blade, it doesn't matter. But it's smart that he's doing it because it's the best choice he has. I'm going to see if I can freeze the lane. I definitely do not want this wave to get under tower, because if I keep staying it like this, then this wave will kill this wave and it forces Darius to move forward. Seems like he's rotating to mid. He's going to be looking for a fight. I'm just going to freeze it for a little bit longer because the wave clear for Trundle is not the best. So if I push this out and he rotates, I would be in trouble. I'll just freeze for a bit longer. Seems like he's already rotating back top, so exactly what I said before. If you push too quickly, he will just walk top lane and he will secure the wave. So it's better in certain cases to freeze and keep on freezing. It kind of depends on the situation. But in a moment like this, I would never like push. Now we're level 8, he's level 7. I'm just going to directly all in. And I'll just ignite him. I flash into his Q, okay? If I didn't flash into his Q, I would have lost the 1v1 right now. That's how much it matters to kill him before the 5 stacks apply on you. There you go. We can now buy Blade. All we need to do is like get like 1 plate and I can do that perfectly fine. Diana's on Dragon, so we don't need to worry about her. I think I might overextend because I'm overextending already, so who cares at this point, right? If you're already overextending for something, you might as well overextend and get even more. So like at that point, it doesn't matter. As long as it's like a safe way of overextending, it will be fine at that point. So now the only objective we have is not to kill him, but it's about resetting the lane. And simple reason for it, it's because I can backport and I can buy Blade of Throne King. And Blade of Throne King is a big power spike from what I have at the moment. So I just need to figure out a way to push this out without necessarily fighting Darius, because he still has ult and I don't have my ult anymore. And I also don't have Ignite and Flash. So despite being stronger than him, I have nothing. I only have QWE and that's not enough to kill Darius. So I'm just playing it safe on my part. We'll get our chances. It's good that Darius is actually rotating for the jungler, because this gives me the opportunity to push this out right now. So it's bad for my team, but it's really good for me. There you go. They'll push in. He'll lose that wave. Gonna move forward. She gets away. So we're actually not getting anything here, but that's actually still good, because Darius lost that wave right now, and I can push this one out too since he's mid. So it's okay that Darius is actually in mid lane. It doesn't really matter. And there you go. We got this wave pushed in. Since we are overextending anyways at this point, we're just going to get tower 2. Nice. And since Darius is like rotating back to base, I'm just going to push this out too. Very nice. Just going to place the ward down so I can see if I'm being ganked by 2 billion people. And let's go back. Okay. So we are very, very, very far ahead in the game right now. We already have Blade, and we can now build into the next item. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to build this one, and then I'm going to go into this one. So we're not completing the hullbreaker yet. I'm actually buying Tiamat first, and then we go into hullbreaker, because Tiamat gives you wave clear. Just allows me to push faster. I'll just grab the blue buff too, because I don't want it to be stolen away. I'll drag it to the top side so I can do it faster. Or at least so I can rotate faster. Seems like Darius is still trying to gank. Seems like Dan's also up there, so the entire enemy team is there. And let's grab that next wave. This Darius is too far behind at the moment. He has no chance against me anymore. And besides, he's trying to rotate and nothing is working out, so... There you go. I'm not going for tower because it takes me far too long to get the tower. It's not worth it. Instead, what I'm going to try and do is I'll kill this guy here. Thank you. I'm gonna grab this one too. Actually messed up here. Yeah, I'm dead. Wow. Okay. I was like thinking. I was thinking about running away, but she kept staying forward. Should have kept running. Would have been better. Okay, let's go into pickaxe. I think I'm probably gonna go top once more. It's gonna be a tough one though. That Kai'Sa's like 10 and 3 at the moment. I honestly think we got this game. It's just Kai'Sa's the issue, but Kai'Sa's easy to kill. Just that there's a TF on the back, throwing stuns. That's really it. And let's go. Just since we can buy one more, I'm just gonna grab this. Now we go back. Okay. It's always nice to have movement speed percentage, especially if you play Trundle. It's kind of the same concept like you're playing Darius and a few others. Like these type of champions, they need more movement speed percentage to be played properly, right? Same thing with Garen. Garen is a good example of this. Garen needs a lot of movement speed percentage to function. Because you don't have dashes, and Trundle is the same exact way. So the more movement speed percentages that you can collect, the better it is. Or like movement speed bonuses, like there's plenty of items out there. That's why Blade is also a nice item, because you can slow your opponent down. So it's all about killing these guys at the moment. I'm not using W because I'm thinking of using W to try and fight the Kai'Sa. Darius is going back top, so I'm gonna go Drake because of the fight. Oh. Got them both. I'm not gonna chase him down. There's no point in chasing that guy. Got everything. And we got this thing. So instead of like chasing down, we're just getting everything else instead of, you know, instead of Diana. Don't know why, but Diana is still trying to fight despite her being super low, so I think that we probably just get a free kill right now. Oh, I guess she walked off the different direction. We now have my hullbreaker, and after this item, I think I'm gonna go into... Probably going into Hydra right now. Let's go. Hydra is super OP at the moment, man. Hydra is so nice at the moment. Much better than it was like earlier this season. Let's push this out. One guy was previously here, but not anymore. Wonder if there's actually a blue buff. There could be a blue buff. It's a good chance. Oh, okay. Free skill of my life, sure. Got the second tower included. Yeah, I got a hullbreaker right now, so we're chilling, man. We're having a good time.
An enemy has been slain.
Another one.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Enemy double
I think I might take it.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Never mind.
Has destroyed a turret.
And we now have 2.6k, so what we're gonna do is we will once again go back to base. And we will buy Hydra and the next item. And then we're gonna be splitting top. I think we're gonna go into Trinity right now. That's definitely gonna be my next item. I'll just go for the Sheen. So we can actually empower my my Q. Since we're using this a lot.
Has been destroyed.
So yeah, our bot lane is like mega losing the game, but hey, who cares, right? We're winning top lane, we got our mid lane actually winning. We're having a good time. Pick this up too. Someone saying in the chat to sell Dorn's Blade. Why would I sell Dorn's Blade? For fun? What's fun about selling damage? And HP? Why would I sell it? Way too free. What? That Yone doesn't go backwards? Okay. That leaves me surprised. Thought it was obvious enough I was going to be deleting that guy. Ah, okay. I just feed away like 1,000 gold. I expected to somewhat like survive a little bit longer. But Kai'Sa is apparently more fed than I thought. This guy has 17 kills. I knew he was quite fed, but not 17, bro. Okay. I'll sell it now. There you go. You can buy an item. Guys, I'll give you guys life advice, alright? For anyone that sells a Dorn's Blade, Dorn's Shield, Dorn's whatever, okay? Don't sell your Doran's Blade. If anyone tells you, sell Doran's Blade, don't sell it, okay? Bad advice. If you can... In the early game, you want to keep this thing unless the power spike is absolutely ridiculously massive. Keep it, alright? If you're gonna sell a Doran's Blade and you buy a longsword, you actually have less stats. You have a lot less stats. It's not worth it, man. Nice. I'm gonna push this out. I see these people a lot. They say like, hey, why are you keeping Doran's Blade till the late game? You should keep that Doran's Blade to the late game, bro. Like, unless the power spike is massive for selling it, you should definitely keep it. Because if Doran's Blade didn't... like, if Doran's Blade wasn't important, you wouldn't be buying it as a first item either. Like, you wouldn't be buying it as a level 1 item. So you shouldn't always get rid of it too fast, man. It's a reason you buy for. Okay. We're being stopped for quite a bit. Yeah, we're not catching him. I think I might go for a steraks gage just because of the amount of CC. That's what I'm thinking of. We should be going for Baron right now. Yeah, probably steraks gage it is. Like, we need that thing right now. 100%. Could be a you know, chance that it's just being warded so they will never walk into it. Okay. When do you go for this? I'm just blocking the ability because I think that Kais was gonna drop it down any second. Steraks gage will be a good solution for sure. Good one. I don't even think we have to go for Baron buff, to be honest. I think we can just push mid lane right now. Or they surrender the game. Okay. Hey, either way, this is Trundle Toplane. Thanks so much for watching today's Trundle video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.